48 old money.
It's time to ride. Very good morning, ladies, gents and teddy bears. How we doing there now? Just give me 1 sec. A bit breezy up here. What's going on here? Up there now? A little breezy there now. Yeah, Teddy, you got it, mate. Nice one. Thanks, Ted. Pass that over. Cheers, mate. Nice, good bet, good bet. Very good morning, ladies, gents and teddy bears. Ted will be on very shortly. Just give me 1 second. It's a little bit breezy than I thought up here. Makes a huge... Oh, that's better. Yeah, we're good. We ain't going anywhere. Ladies, gents, teddy bears, welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel, live here at Marham. That's right, RAF Marham. Oh yeah, has its history, traces it back all the way to 1916. And you can hear... Ted, you all right, mate? You want to come on? All right, mate. No worries. Ted's orders. So to all our US viewers, happy Juneteenth, and for those that celebrate it, enjoy your day off. All our viewers in the US, have a good time. If you are venturing off to, we have mentioned it, it's not as though it's a surprise, we have mentioned it, that we did say that RAF Lakenheath is closed today for Juneteenth. So we found ourselves to pick. We were originally going to go to Macloop, and the plan was Macloop. This was on Sunday when I made the plan, and then didn't realise. See, even I made the mistake of assuming Lakenheath is open, but it's not. So, I mean, we can go to. We could have gone to We could have gone to Macloop, but what you want is the more aircraft, the more bases that are open, the more chances you've got, and it'd be nice to get a good mix. So. So sadly, I know, Ted, I know we're gonna have to wait another week. It was looking good, the weather was fine for Macloop, but sadly we decided to not go for it due to the fact that the Lakenheath is closed. We could have gone to Valley, yep, that was another plan B, Valley and then Macloop, so on the Thursday, but then we are at Macloop and it's a 4.5-hour drive to Lakenheath for Quick Climb Friday. So Ted and the logistics, it wasn't going to happen. Ted does like his sleep. We do get a little bit of it, but there we go. I could faintly hear the Pratt & Whitney F135 600 version, which is the F-35B. My name's Nick Oss, I'm your cameraman and commentator. I'll be on the show very shortly. just my thoughts are with those that suffer with hay fever. I think I had a bit of an attack this morning. It's that time of year. Yeah, so I hope we're all good. Hope you're all in tune and well. Keep going, keep flowing. Welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel for our midweek Marham special. It's always special when we're on. You know it is. Very good morning everyone that's tuned in. Big shout out to everyone. Very good morning, all good afternoon, good day, good evening, wherever you're watching from in the world. This is your Ted Coningsby channel. I can just about hear F-35Bs. These are what's based here at RAF Marham with 3 squadrons. We have the famous 617 squadron, the Dambusters. Was once the squadron of Wing Commander Guy Gibson. We also have a 207 squadron, which is RAF Marham's F-35B operational conversion unit. And they train both Royal Air Force pilots and Royal Navy pilots. And we've also got a new squadron, a Royal Navy squadron, 809, the Immortals, Naval Air Squadron. Oh man, this isn't a good start for my drink. Just had tea with not sugar but flies. Thank you very much for that, flies. Actually, you're in for a bit of a treat today because I'm having coffee. I know there's no tea today, just coffee. That was a bit of a shame. I had to sort of, you know, when you do that manoeuvre, that whirly swirly, get your fly out of my coffee. So yeah, we're just waiting for movement. I can hear the F-35 spooling, so it won't be too long. But welcome to the show, ladies, gents, teddy bears. We are at RAF Marham, and we're in almost sunny Norfolk. I remember our very first test streams were done here. I know, but it's got so much history. I can't wait to give you all the history here, ladies, gents, and teddy bears. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Yeah, so I am on the coffee. But the thing is, how we doing, ladies, gents, and teddy bears? The thing is, the flies are gonna have the final say with my. I've had to waste half of that coffee. It was when I checked it out. I'll have to put a little tiddly bit on there. How we doing, ladies, gents, and teddy bears? My name's Nick Ossum, your cameraman and commentator. This is our squadron leader, Ted Coningsby. It's a pleasure to be here, and for those that have joined us since RAF Cosford stream, and those that enjoyed the the F-35B. This is where they've come from. This is where the F-35B at Cosford came from. This is where the F-35B roll demo will be coming from, RAF Marham. This is the F-35, these are the F-35Bs that flew over the Buckingham Palace for the King's birthday. The troop in the colour fly past. This is it. This is where we have the F-35Bs. They're not like the ones at Marham. The ones at Marham are the A variant. Those do not hover. Yes, they have a higher G tolerance on their airframe, plus 9G. They're a little bit slimmer, and they are the powered by the Pratt & Whitney F135 engine, producing 43,000 pounds of thrust. However, that's what's called a CTOL variant. Okay, the A variant is CTOL, CTOL, conventional takeoff and landing. So just like an F-15, Typhoon, F-16, etc. The F-35B has English engineering into it. It has a Rolls-Royce lift fan system. Now this lift fan system is where you see the it's like an air brake, but it's not. It could act like a form of brake, but that's where it sucks in all the air. It's a lift fan system, and then you've got the thrust vectoring, so the nozzle can move, okay, and pushes down all that thrust down, and it's got other nozzles that can control. It's not like the water, it's not like the Harrier when it contained water. This doesn't have that system. It's a lot more advanced, so hovering, it could just depend on how much it can take without overheating, and of course the how much fuel you got. So a little bit different. So the B variant is what's called a STOVL, short takeoff and vertical landing. Okay, so short takeoff, it opens out all these really cool stuff. The thrust vector pushes down, and it within a few, literally not a lot, within a few seconds it's up. All right, so it's not quite a vertical takeoff. They've tried it, but I think it's to do with the consumption of fuel with the weight, so they actually prefer it to what's called a rolling departure, I guess. It'll be a short takeoff, a rolling one. All right, so that's just my guess. All right, I would have thought it's to do with the fuel consumption, I think, with opposed to the payload that it has. So that's probably why, but it can do it, but I think it's labelled as a STOVL for that reason. All right. That's interesting. Is that the runway caravan over there? That'll be interesting if they're using runway 19. That'll be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I'm going to have a look at that. Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. I can see the runway caravan over there. That's... I'm just going to listen out to ATIS, all right, in just a moment. But yeah, this is the B variant. And it's got an airframe G tolerance of +7. There is another variant called the F-35C. That is massive. In fact, the wing area is huge alone. A different airframe to cope with the stresses have been pulled and catapulted by the carrier. Has a larger wingspan for the lift. And yeah, it's a phenomenal. I've not seen an F-35C. It's got 4 foot either side, so it's 8 foot wider. It is a beast. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to do a little quick check. It could be the could be just a fire crew, but I'm just going to double check. All right, just bear with me a moment. Let's have a look. That would be pretty interesting if it is. Well, it does look like a runway caravan. That's going to be pretty interesting. This is pretty cool. This is a result. I have not seen them use that for a while. Let me just check ATIS. This could be a result. Got 207 on the screen. Oh, 05. Yeah, we got runway 05, lads and girls and teddy bears. Wow. Interesting. Oh, this will be cool. Wow. We have... This is really cool, man. I'm really excited about this. Well, this is really cool. Runway 05 in use. That's amazing. So this was a result. Wow. So that means they're going from our left to right. Interesting. This is going to be good. Well, this was a good idea to come here. So taxiing for runway 05. This is going to be very, very interesting. I've not seen this before. Only the once, I believe, we were at the chalk lane. This is pretty cool, man. I actually don't know what to expect. This is going to be amazing. Don't forget, ladies and teddy bears, to start hitting that like button. And of course, don't forget to share the stream. We could do with a few more numbers on this stream, actually. Let's ride, let's go with it. I am pretty excited about this. This is going to be very interesting. Runway 05, who would have thought? It's very, very calm winds. So again, Drew let us know yesterday that although it may seem a bit strange for aircraft to take off into the wind, so they're going against it, not with it, but it's actually to do with the aerodynamics of the aircraft. We'll be able to give it more lift, so because the wind's going towards the aircraft, it pushes it up. Very good, very good. So my guess then, because Drew didn't tell us about the landings, that I guess it helps to slow down the aircraft. I guess with tailwind it can push you too fast. So because of the lift, you actually use less fuel. So it's very clever that they use the runway that's with the wind blowing against you. That's pretty cool. I like that little bit. Well, this is new to me from this end, using 05, so I don't know what to expect. So let's have a look at this. This is going to be pretty cool. Mind you, they'll literally be going from left to right. I get that, but I wonder what it'll be like if they're still using runway 01 and 19. I don't really know if they are. Let's have a look at the so again, for those that are always wondering why they're not on ADSB, etc., it's got nothing to do with transponders. You see, they are given a squawk code. The squawk code is what picks it up. You see, when there's a form of emergency, they switch mode, which ADSB can pick up. It's got, like I said, all aircraft have to have their transponders on to release a transponder code. In other words, a squawk code. Same thing, transponder code, squawk code. For those that don't know, it's all to do with the types of modes that they use. ADSB can only pick up certain things. So it's got nothing to do with the transponder, ladies, gents, teddy bears. All aircraft have to have their transponder on. So there you go, the runway caravans over here. This is exciting. Might even get a runway change, you just never know. I was not expecting. I'm pretty excited about this. Different scene for the stream. Okay, they're clear for takeoff. This is interesting. These are, or could be, 207 Squadron. wonder how much we'll get to see of them. This is, like I said, this is new to me from here. Do we get to see them? Oh, look at this. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, bears, amazing. Check that out. Flight of 3, wasn't expecting that. Incredible. Okay, we get a little bit of a treeage, but no worries. I'm excited. This is something. It feels like we're at a new place. Little things like that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Sorry, I'm a bit stunned about that. Might have to drink more coffee. But there we go. I'm sure landings will be pretty cool as well, and I'd love to see, because if they are going to choose vertical landing, they vertically land. There's 3, I believe. Well, definitely 3 landing pads. There's 1 here, and I think there's 2. Sorry, let me just sort that out. Thank you, Chris Bloxham. Thank you very much for the updates, mate. All is good then, yeah. Thank you. So this is incredible. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're like when they land, and if they. I mean, how's this going to work? Because I'm just excited because, okay, so we're used to them using runway 23. I know, I'm excited because the runway changed. They come in really slow, and then they vertically land here and here, right near us. Now the thing is, because we're sort of more towards the end of runway 05, towards the end of runway 23, shall we say, I'm quite excited to see how they're going to do this. This is pretty amazing, unless they come in on initial, bank round and do it that way. This is going to be pretty cool. I'm totally excited and I cannot wait. Well, there we go, ladies, gents, teddy bears. Ted Coningsby channel live here at RAF Marham. So it's a flight of 3. Pretty cool. We do get to see most of the departure, which is really cool. So we got 3 vertical pads. Thank you for confirming that. Because I remember a while ago we had 3 in one go landing, which was pretty cool on the vertical land. So I'm looking forward to all of this, ladies, gents, teddy bears. I'm totally excited. I hope you are as well. Yeah, we lose a little bit from the tree on these, but that's not to say they'll always take off to the right. So it could be that they decide to do a unrestricted climb. That would be good. I've only ever seen 2 in our history unrestricted climbs here from RAF Marham, but it's all good. So at least we're going to get a 3-ship, hopefully, on a break. That'll be quite nice, so listen out for that. Welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel. Babs, how you doing? Hope you're good, hope you're well. How's everyone today? How is everyone feeling? Hope everyone is well and enjoying free departures from Marham. It's like I've always said though, don't forget, ladies and teddy bears, it is a quieter base, although that's not to say it never gets busy. It is one of the quieter of the bases, so do take that in mind if you are coming here. So it's not going to be, well, like I said, it can be, but 9 times out of 10 it's usually the quieter, but never mind, a good start. Ladies and teddy bears, just want to say a shout out and guards march for Babzar, who's been a member for 5 months. We have ordered Ted some new flags, they're on their way soon. As Chris Bloxham said, I don't think they're used to guards marches. I think they're used to just been used once, put away for 12 months, or put on a desk. But they are, I don't think they're made for this. Blame Techie, high five, gifting a Ted Coningsby membership, guards march. Boxy, congratulations, member for 4 months. Why did the aeroplane get sent to his room? Bad altitude. Love it. Well done. Lovely. Thank you very much. Margot, thank you very much. High five. Guards march to for Margot, who's gifted a Ted Coningsby membership. And thanks, Margot, for the super sticker. Guards march. How we're doing, ladies and teddy bears? Hope we're all good, and wow, lovely start. So one thing I do need to make sure is to get it right how many are in the flight, because obviously you can't see them when they taxi. So it is there's so many pros and cons from this spot when they're using 2, 3 or 0, 5. So you won't get them taxiing back, I would imagine. I don't think so, because of they'll probably land and probably, well, unless they take a little turning here, which I doubt, or just along here. But we shall see how that works. But the landing should be quite good, as you know, we're right by the I can see the approach lights from here. I can also see some other bits and pieces. So yeah, there we go, ladies and teddy bears. Hope we're all good. Again, Ted Coningsby channel, don't just rack up. We have contacted the base and let them know that we're here. It's the right, polite thing to do. That's what we do. They're aware of our presence. And a big shout out to everyone in the RAF Marham guard room. How you doing? Oi oi. RAF police. Oi oi. All squadrons. How you doing? Ground crew. How you all doing? Chef. How's the chef? How are the chef? How's crash team? How's the medical? Do you have a medical team? How you doing? Communications team. Everyone in tower. Everyone in runway caravan. What up? AWC, where are you? Hope you're good, hope you're well. EP65, Joe Illott, how you doing? Darren Harwood, Christine Barnes, Joshua Brown, Babzar, Margot Baxter, Alan Burden, EP65, Glenn Ryan, how's it going? Moi Nombra, how you doing? Glennis James, David Duff, how you all going? John Minter, oi oi to you. How's it all going? Hope we're all well and swell. Gonna have a little top up of coffee. Brace yourselves. Gonna need coffee. It's coffee day today. Yeah, I just fancied coffee today. Do you know what I mean? I just felt like having a bit of a change. I thought I'm gonna need a bit of a boost. So you know, it's like departing with afterburners. Do you know what I mean? It's like whacking on the reheats coffee, I find. You know, you can go with your day. This is if, of course, if you like coffee, because there are people that don't like coffee, or some people can't have coffee. But for me, it's like departing with afterburners. Do you know what I mean? Give that little extra climb rate, you know. Well, no, it's kicking in already, isn't it? Eh? Oh man. And how we doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears? Good to see you, good to see you. Very good to see you. Ted Coningsby channel yesterday hitting 57,000 subscribers. So to everyone, this is for all of you and my good friend Leonardo DiCaprio. And for those that are interested, we've still got a few of these left. We'll need to order some more because they are almost depleted. So ladies, gents, teddy bears, for all of you for helping us get to 57k. Oh yeah, you know how it is. All right, let's swing this round. Go. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I hope we're all good and enjoying the show. I'll be on in a second. Let me just finish this nice cup of coffee. I feel better already, actually. Just needed a bit more of a boost today. I believe we've got 207 Squadron up at the moment. So we're the Ted Coningsby channel. We're live here at RAF Marham. Don't forget to hit the like button. Do help the channel grow. and get its viewers. That's right, ladies, gents, teddy bears, the Ted Coningsby channel relies on you for the support. And we always say this, but hitting the like button really does make an impact and have an impact on our channel. Hitting the like button will get YouTube to think, this is a happening stream. So what YouTube will do if you start smashing that like button, obviously don't break it because people need to use it. What will happen is that YouTube, once we get and hit about 1,000 likes, then YouTube will recommend the stream. Once we get recommended, well, you know what that means. Once we get recommended, that means more exposure, and more exposure could lead to more viewers, and more viewers could lead to more subscribers. Well, we just have to convert them. But welcome to RAF Marham. It is home to the F-35 Lightning, a 5th generation multi-role stealth fighter. This is the B variant, similar to the Harrier. And the station is also home to a range of engineering support functions, from maintenance to frontline support. There's about over 3,600 service personnel, civil servants and contractors who work at RAF Marham. Big shout out to everyone that's based here. So base squadrons are 617 Squadron, Dambusters, how you all doing? They of course fly the F-35B. Also got 2620 Squadron, the Royal Auxiliary Air Force Regiment, big up the Reggies, who also have 15 Squadron RAF Regiment as well. Also got 207 Squadron here as well, like we said and mentioned, the Operational Conversion Unit, who trained both the Royal Navy and Royal Air Force pilots, and of course 6 Royal Air Force Police Lightning Squadron. Units here are the Lightning Force headquarters, and the base was once opened firstly in 1916 to defend Norfolk against the raids of the Zeppelin raids, to defend Norfolk from the German Zeppelin airships during World War I. After being mothballed between the wars, Marham reopened as an RAF regiment, expanding in 1937. By the time war broke out in 1939, it was home to a fleet of the Wellington bombers, including 115 Squadron, who are currently based at RAF Wittering with a very different role. Ted flew with 115 Squadron, and at Wittering with the Grob Tutor, so that very different role. They play more of a training role now to train our next generation of RAF pilots. So the fleet of Wellington bombers flew on some of the first raids of the war. Twin engine Mosquitoes and Sterling heavy bombers were also based at Marham during the war, and through 50s and 60s it was also home to a succession of flying tanker units as the RAF pioneered into air-to-air refueling. During the Falklands, the Vulcan bomber was refueled in flight on its way to bomb Port Stanley airfield to deny it to the Argentines. So it was involved not using the Vulcans, but of course their air-to-air refueling with their aircraft, the Victor. Did I get that right? Yeah. In March 2011, sorry, in 1990, not skip too far ahead, the Tornado squadrons of RAF Marham also were here, and they were deployed as well into the battlefield. March 2011 as well, the crew were involved again in the battlefield. So just to give you a rundown, a few key dates: 1916, Marham opened its establishment for light landing ground, and of course having their aircraft to defend against the Zeppelin raids. 1937, Marham reopened as a heavy bomber unit. 1957, the atom bomb arrived at RAF Marham, and in 1977, Her Majesty the Queen became the Honorary Air Commodore of RAF Marham. 1982, the Victor aircraft from RAF Marham took part in the Operation Black Buck, and 1990, the Tornado aircraft deployed to the Middle East in support of Operation Granby. How are we all doing, ladies and gents? Teddy bears, hope we're all good. Morning, all right?
Morning, mate. I didn't want to talk because I've just been watching your live channel.
Okay, cool.
And I met a geezer down there, and
yeah.
He said there's Ted Coningsby, and he told me that you were up here further on the right. And as I was looking, I thought I'd go on this. I've just
no worries.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been live since full time since August.
August.
Yeah, well, that's when I went full time. The channel's a few years old, like a couple of years old.
Yeah. Brilliant. Oh, because I keep meaning to go over. I've moved into, down the market. Ain't that far?
I know where it is. Yeah.
I've moved into there, and every time I've got a 7-year-old, when we hear them go over, we used to jump out of our seats, get in the garden. Yeah. But if it was cloudy, you didn't see them. So
no,
that's
right.
The first time I've got to. I'll drop a lady off in Narborough, and I thought I'd sit here, and I've just seen the two take off over there. Can I ask you, what do they do here? Can I see them, or have you got to be up high?
Can't really see them from here.
I was looking at your channel. I thought, where is he? He's got
a no, view. I mean,
is it because of your camera?
Yeah. I mean, you can't really. Thing is, they're hidden. You're either better off going where you saw
where
that.
I was.
Yeah. At least you'll see them. or here it's not really. I mean, you can go to that main road. I think there's a lay-by. I'm not 100% sure.
What main road?
If you come out of here and go right, you're on that main road, and I think
there's a lay-by
yeah,
down
I
there?
think I'm not sure if it. I'm pretty sure it is a lay-by, but I don't know what view you're going to get. I'll be honest with you.
So how far away are they from it? What's your name? How far away are they from it?
A long way.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
so
if you drove along the main road.
It's that camera, then it makes it look like you've got a great spot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nah,
yeah,
right.
they are far away. They are genuinely
So
far
if
away.
I come back out of here, do a right and a right on the main road, see if I can get.
Have a look,
back to
because
that
they'll still be about maybe 45 minutes here before they come back.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
'cause
so-
that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah,
you
and then
for,
just
isn't it?
there's a few turnings that you can safely turn back round again if you want, but it is surprising how far that you'll know how far that is, because it's very misleading. It must be a good mile at least.
Well, that camera's fantastic.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
good.
That really is.
Yeah, it's
fantastic.
good. It does the job, but yeah.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
follow
Well,
your stuff now, because he said about the you done the red arrows, didn't you?
yeah.
The other day,
That's it. Well, enjoy your
fair
day,
play.
mate.
Yeah, I will do.
Enjoy. I mean,
Good
if
luck.
you don't get no luck, either here or
Yeah, or back.
Back
Well, I
there.
see
They'll-
them back down from where I was when they took off.
it's pretty cool when they come towards you, though. But
I've got recorded it. They come straight over my head. It's fantastic.
yeah.
But then I ain't going to see them landing. They won't land that way, will they?
It depends what they get. Yeah, they'll
I heard
land.
you getting excited about the landing. What was
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, so if they are going to choose vertically landing, it'll be around here
Right.
when they hover. So yeah.
What? So could I see that from here?
Yeah. If you were to stand there, you'll.
Well,
you'll,
I ain't
you'll
got another job on yet. I might just hang around. Go on, you carry on with your channel.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hang around.
All right, mate. Yeah, I mean, if you want to catch
They're
up,
out for. Sorry, Ted. They're out for about 45 minutes.
I can't guarantee that because they might think, oh, let's make it early or later. But
What's the longest they go out for? An hour?
90 minutes.
Hour and a half. Brilliant.
But
Well, I don't know
but
what
yeah,
I've
if
got
they're going to
going on with
vertically
that.
land there,
went out.
you'll get a good view from there.
And they went out in 3.
It was 3. I missed one. I nearly missed one. So yeah. Enjoy your day, mate. Enjoy. How we doing? How we doing, ladies and steady bears? Hope we're all good. Ted Coningsby channel live here at RAF Marham. It's nice to be here. It's an absolute pleasure. Chris Austin, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy the history. There's been some phenomenal aircraft here with the Victor, and the Canberra as well played a major part here at RAF Marham. It is a phenomenal. I'll tell you what, it's got so much history. It's got so much. I mean, I don't even know where to start as well. It is one of those places where it's got huge amounts of history. And of course, it's got a strong connection with the Tornado as well. You may get a horn played in a minute. We may get beeped at from the base. Come on, Ted, let's wave, mate. No, not interested. No, not that one. So yeah, how we doing, ladies, gents and teddy bears? Hope we're all good. Ted Coningsby channel live here at RAF Marham. What a nice place to be as well. It's lovely here in Suffolk, in nearly sunny. Sorry, Norfolk. My bad, Norfolk. Apologies. I mean, it's one thing getting the history right, but here's me getting the the counties wrong. No, we are definitely in Norfolk. Nearly sunny Norfolk, that's the one. So yeah, ladies, gents and teddy bears, so the base here at RAF Marham, everything kind of began in 1916. Now, the Royal Air Force didn't become independent as an independent air force until 1918. All right, so before that, it was, you could say, part of the Royal Flying Corps as opposed to a closed unit. But the RAF Marham, as opposed to what was the operations, actually started to run on top of a Royal Naval Air Station, Narborough. Now, it's very close to that. Royal Air Force Station, Narborough. There is a memorial stone where the old station was. As you come along Chalk Lane, you'll be able to see it. Have a look at it if you want to. It tells you a little bit about the history, and there was some, you know, there was I've told you this in a few history before. It's just when you know, when you hear about aircraft going into raids over, you know, occupied Europe during World War II, there was a lot of unfortunate victims of those when they returned. You see, what would happen, they, unknown to them, they used to get followed back by the Luftwaffe, unknown to them, and it could be a training aircraft just minding its own business, and sadly a lot of those got shot down with night fighters. There's a couple of stories of Narborough when I can't remember if it was a Wellington, they completed sorting, were followed back and shot down, but the crew lived, and there is a memorial as well. So I'm just listening to that. So there is a memorial stone. Check it out, and it will tell you a little bit about the history. In fact, if I remember, I'll pull up and get a little photo and show you. Maybe we could do a little video with Ted there. But yeah, so it's very close to it. And it was then later known as RAF Narborough. Now, Marham Base was originally a military night landing ground on an 80-acre space. It's quite broad, it's quite big. I think it's in the middle between the size of Lakenheath and Mildenhall. It's got that sort of grandeur to it. Sorry, I'm just listening as well. So I've got it on very light as well. Give me 1 second. We could have a light aircraft entering. Mind you, it would come from here, wouldn't it? Looks like we've got something going to do an overshoot. Okay, we seem to have a light aircraft about to do a low approach, I think. It's not sure what it is at the moment. I'm just trying to track it. Something 50 or 70. Is this? Oh, it could be 70 uniform. Speaking of which, this is probably and we just mentioned them today actually. I got a feeling it's uniform 70, which is the from RAF Wittering, one of the training squadrons from RAF Wittering. I've got a feeling it's this one, and it's a little Grob 115. I think it's this one. And if it is, how ironic is that 115 squadron that were based here, potentially this could be one of their aircraft. Yep, uniform 70. This is it. How cool was that? We got a bit of Wittering. So yeah, so just to give you, sorry about that. Every time I read history, 50-50, there'll be something coming along, isn't it? Which is pretty cool. It's a pretty good idea. The lighting's going to be certainly good for this little Grob. So what we'll do, we'll just we'll go up to 1919 on our weight there. All right. So yeah, so so in 1916 the aerodrome was handed over to the Royal Flying Corps, and throughout the First World War, and Marham's role was focused on defending Norfolk from the Zeppelin raids, and it was number 51 Squadron that became the first Royal Flying Corps unit to be stationed here at RAF Marham upon their move in September 1916. And then they were also flying home defence missions as well. Now, on the night of the 28th of November 1916, we've got Lieutenant Gamer of number 51 Squadron took off from Marham to intercept Zeppelin L21. Now, however, he did unfortunately crash his Royal Aircraft Factory FE2B. He was killed after making no contact. L21 was later shot down by Lowestoft by Royal Navy Air Service crews. Outside of home defence, Marham also acted as a trading base for nighttime flying, with this provided by 51 Squadron. 191 Squadron, a night squadron, training squadron, was formed at RAF Marham on the 6th of November 1917, and it provided training for nighttime operations who were based at Marham until moving to RAF Upward. Again, something that we've kind of very, very briefly covered in our early years as well, and that was in January 1918 when they moved. The 51 Squadron also assisted with number 190, 190 Training Squadron and 193 Training Squadrons were also based nearby throughout 1917. By the way, to celebrate Armistice on the 11th of November 1918, aircraft from Marham bombed Narborough with bags of flour, who in return bombed Marham with bags of soot. So that's quite a nice little touch. 51 Squadron also departed Marham on May 1919 for Sutton Farm, with the aerodrome closing shortly afterwards. So we'll continue into the Second World War very shortly. We've got a Grob Tutor from RAF Wittering about to do a low approach. This would be quite nice, something different. So that's our kind of like our First World War history with the base. So let's have a look what we got here now. Let me just track this little Grob. So that's University Air Training Squadron. I think it's got UAT. So Uniform 70 is the call sign for that one. While we wait for the Grob Uniform 70, so having the UAT indicates that it's potentially a University Air Squadron. Now we do have a few there, and while we wait, also Marham at that time where I've left it in its history had grass runways. Now if you remember, the Air Ministry, like I said, proposed a decree that all airfields that we're going to have, especially the bomber aircraft, were to be converted to concrete runways, and of course Marham was chosen as well for that later on in its history. Also had the Class A runway system. If you it's like a letter A, so you can have the good benefits of that is that you've got 6 directions of travel. Alan Burden, good morning. Nick Knox, Matthew Clark, Matt Foster, Edward Coates, oi oi. JPS, Chris Morton, how's it going? Davey, how you all doing? So for those that have noticed the bikini on the alert state, now it was a random name that was selected by computer. Now the bikini state is an alert state indicator currently used by the Celestis Ministry of Defence to warn of non-specific forms of enemy activity. So I guess that's a very old sign there of the state. So you've got moderate, substantial, severe, low, and also if you remember the biological, nuclear, and those kind of chemical threats as well. Pretty cool to see that, bit of history left there, a bit of an old pillbox there. So 3 F-35s airborne, and we should hopefully see them back at some point today around So another half an hour maybe. There could be more. It is just a rough guide, 90 minutes just to start. They could be earlier, they could be later. Depends if they're going for any air-to-air refuelling. I believe they may have been 207, but if they are 207, don't forget there'll be a QFI with that. Qualified flying instructor to give them the instructions. So it depends on what they're doing. If they are air-to-air refuelling, it could be up to 3 hours. Yep, uniform Alpha Tango, here we go. It's just so the Grob Tutor will have a crew of 2. It is a training squadron of the university.
Left